What up, biatches? It's another episode of I Say Fuck the World, but it's another episode of I make a video, it gets 0 views, and nobody hears me, so whatever. I really want to preach like love and stuff. That's what I'm about. I'm about love. I'm about making the world a place of love. That's what I'm about. A better world. A brave new world. I'm about a brave new world of like not just peace, a world where Christians don't even need, where religion and stuff, it doesn't even need to exist, and heaven and stuff doesn't even need to exist. We live in heaven. That for people that watch Star Trek and stuff, that concept of in DS9 is like, it was like in the last season of DS9, it's like, go back to paradise when like Bashir and Chief O'Brien are talking about O'Brien going back to Earth. It's like, you get to go back to paradise. It's like, yeah, exactly. That's what Earth is. Like, that's one of the reasons like nobody is religious anymore in the Federation. Religion has been obsoleted. Like everybody, there's no need for it anymore because everybody lives in a utopian state. When you die, I mean, you're already living in heaven. So, I mean, we just don't know. We still don't know what happens after you die, but you're already living in essentially a utopian state. You're just living in the mortal version of the utopian state. So bad stuff still happens, but it's not like the kind of bad stuff that we deal with here where it's like they've gotten rid of the bullshit bad stuff. That's the world I dream of. Where it's like, poverty and hate and, most of the disease, especially the unnecessary disease, like measles and polio and stuff that we know how to get rid of. Yeah. Wars, it's gone. You can get rid of that. You don't need it. There's no need for any of that shit. You don't fucking need it. All of that's artificial because we got douchebags that think they need to be rich. Varying degrees of rich douchebags around the world that think they need to be rich and own a lot of land and control everybody and all that stuff. Like, it's not necessary. It's just not necessary. And that's what I want to talk about, but unfortunately, we live in the world we live in. So I gotta talk about why people in Los Angeles aren't bussing up the ICE, the people that are masked up and grabbing motherfuckers. What are you doing? You're walking around with your little cameras. All right, so there's 3 of you. Only one of you needs a camera. The other 2 need lead pipes. All right. Lead pipes and nail bats. I mean, why do all 3 of you have a camera? Are you trying to get views for your YouTube channel? Really? We're all of you film, theater, and art majors, and this is how you're trying to fight the power? Seriously? Do you think people, I'm in Texas, do you think if this shit was happening in Texas, people would just be pulling out their phones being like, stop it, please, don't take him? No, man, people be pulling out their 6-shooters being like, you better not take him. You're stopping right now. Otherwise, one of us is gonna die. I don't know if it's you and I don't know if it's me, but one of us is going down. And that's why you guys are keeping getting taken. Because you're fighting with your phones. Nobody's afraid of a phone in a fist fight. Shit. Seen the clip of the I don't know how many it was, but 2 dozen black motherfuckers that versus the neo-Nazi patrols. Like every one of them had a fucking gun, except for that one dude. He had a fucking semi-automatic rifle, and he had a fucking pistol, and I think he had another rifle on his back or a shotgun on his back. They were rolling deep with a crowd. Form community militias. That's the Second Amendment. It doesn't just give you a right to have guns. It explicitly states that you all have a right to form militias. You do not have to wait for your sheriff. You can form militias. And, if California says you don't have the right to have guns, you can form militias with whatever weapons you want to have. Go to sporting goods stores and get bats. And stop being pussies. 20 of you with steel bats, with baseball bats, metal baseball bats, and whatever. They fought with melee weapons up until the invention of the gun, and you know what? They were willing to be like, well, 25% of us are going to die, so we just got to be willing to, play the numbers game and just be like, quarter of us are going to die, so just fucking get at it. Quarter percent death, quarter wounded, and the rest of us are going to drink beers, and this is for my homies. So what are you going to do? Are you going to fucking fight with your phones, or are you going to fucking tell them and show them that if 5 of you come, 20 of us are going to come in response, and you 5, you're not going home in a body bag. We're going to pile up your corpses, put gasoline on them, and burn them. And we're going to sing a little song in your honor as you fought well. Cheers. Because that's what you do in battle. You sing a song to your fallen enemies and comrades. Even though you fucking hate their guts, still, it's the honorable thing to do. Anyways, yeah, just sitting here in Texas in my little teeny town with no money and no car in my white room next to my other white room with a bed, all alone. Huh, maybe that's where that light is coming from. Maybe right there, because I just see the color from the light right fucking there. Maybe that's why it's all weird. Anyway, boobs out. Standard disclaimer here. I'm sure everybody knows what it is without me having to say it. Boobs.